Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing God of War Ragnarok. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're continuing our mission in God of War, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So in our first run, part of the campaign, the very beginning, you get an idea of the dynamics that are going on and what's happened and what's happening currently in the universe. And it all ended with a boss battle. If you haven't checked it out, check it out before you move on. And I won't, or try not to spoil anything. So we have the emotions that are going on. Atreus is getting older and, in his mind, stronger and wiser. Kratos is still trying to... I think he's still treating him as a little boy or young boy, kind of how he was at the beginning of the last God of War. And so they don't exactly see eye to eye. Obviously, things have changed from the beginning of the last title to the beginning of this title. A lot has changed and a lot has happened. But we need to move on. So what we're doing now is we're moving back to, going back somewhat slowly to the house. There was a camp of raiders here in this cavern. The lighting is fantastic. The torches plus your little, magical flashlight that you're using. There's that. You see that bug on the wall? Not anymore. I have no idea what it was. Hopefully it wasn't important to stay alive. So Atreus doesn't understand what happened. If you're paying attention to the conversations, then you can kind of see what was going on. He doesn't remember anything. Bits and pieces. He remembers bits and pieces, kind of like it was a dream. Alright, so we got back to the point where the protective ring was broken and the raiders had gotten in. So now we're trying to repair the ring to kind of re-fortify our magical fort, keep anyone that's not supposed to be there out, creating a safety net, so to speak. And now we see the bear that was mauled by Atreus was actually had two cubs. Didn't know that at the time, but I mean, I think it gives a strong, actions have consequences. You can do what you think is right. You can do what you want, but there's going to be a reaction or a reactionary force to your action. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can go out and you can rob a bank, but that doesn't keep the police from trying to, arrest you, or the bankers and customers from resisting that action. So your action has a consequence, a very likely consequence. And, just like killing a god, Kratos has seen time and again, killing a god is sometimes necessary, but it always has some consequence down the line. Nice parry. Ooh, look at that. Air juggle. He's just hanging in the air. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That was nice. The parrying of the projectile sends it back. All right. So Kratos knows all too well that pursuing your destiny has some real serious consequences, and his own experience with following prophecy and destiny has its pitfalls and its blind spots. So what you think that a destiny or prophecy says about you isn't necessarily the whole story, and it doesn't tell you that you're going to live happily ever after at the end. So I think that he is trying to both help Atreus and protect him. And partially that means that he's treating him like he's still a little kid, which he is not. He kind of looks like a little kid still, but that's besides the point. Kratos is a pretty big dude. All right, so we got a storm maybe rolling in. Look at these targets up here. I'm probably on the wrong side of things to try and hit them. But it's good to kind of remember the mechanics of the game, how you do things. A very eventful evening, just like the old days. Did he say good old days? I don't know. How can you feel tired when you never sleep? When you get to be Mimir's age, you're always tired. Alright. Kratos is like, I'm not going to bed till I see him going to bed this time around. I'll wait. To arms! To arms! Now this feels very familiar. This feels like how we ended at the last game, and it even looks a lot like it, with a little bit more detail. Yeah, here we are. Thor. I have mead. The mead guzzling god from Norse mythology. Alright, so let's see what Thor has to say, because invariably there's at least going to be some words first. So let's find out what he has to say. And I'm sure he has a lot.
Nice place. Could have told me before I poured.
Why are you here?
Just, being polite. You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you? A calm and reasonable person.
If the moment calls for calm.
I'd say the moment calls for calm. Yeah.
You know who I am? Back before winter set in, there were some misunderstandings. Regrettable ones. But I think we all have a better idea of who we're dealing with. Now, what you did to his boys. Self-defense. Dying is what we Aesir live for. And let's be honest, they were kinda useless. But Baldur, he had value. He was my best tracker, my closer. Yeah, his mind was gone, sure. But he had his uses, and now he's gone because of you. You follow me? You have a debt. You're no fun anymore.
What do you want?
How about peace? How does peace strike the esteemed, retired god of war? How about we just don't kill each other? How about you stay home, kick up your feet, seek no quarrel with me, and I'll have none with you. Of course, it means that that one has to stop his search for Tyr.
Yeah. We know what you've been up to. Stop it.
Tyr's old ways are dead. He is dead. You understand? And then that's it. Then we're square. Shit, I'll even sweeten the deal. I'll let you keep the prisoner that I know you stole. That's right. I know you're in here somewhere, you silver-tongued little shit.
Why should we believe a word out of you? What have your promises ever been worth?
There he is, my old partner in crime.
He's lost weight.
If he tells you snow is white, he's lying.
What kind of wisdom is that? Can't the smartest head alive see past himself? See that we all want the same thing? All right. Here's a deal I know you can trust. I'll settle your debt with my ex. Keep Freya off your back. Keep your boy safe. That's really all you want, isn't it? So what do you say?
No.
Don't take all day.
About time. I've been waiting for this. You're not from here. We got a tradition called blood payments. It means I get a piece of you for what you took from my family. You'll pick it up.
So that was actually a lot of information from Thor and Odin, more so, I would say. Man, that was brutal. Brutal launch into this boss fight. So, Thor, of course, has a bone to pick with you because you took out his sons. And I kind of felt like that's what he was there for to begin with. And he was. But he was obviously under orders from Odin to not go, hammer first, so to speak. Now, he did wait, and the Odin's ravens came with him, and then Odin himself. He gave his proposal, saying you can stay here, you can be safe, you can be with your kid, and you can even keep Mimir, and I'll even do one better and get Freya from, I'll stop her from trying to kill you. And, when things sound too good to be true, they probably are, and I think that's probably why Kratos said no. So then Odin gave Thor the okay. He said, don't take all day. That was him saying, go for it. And then Thor, as they were flying through the air, he said, you owe a blood payment. I'm going to take a piece off of you for every thing that you've done to my family, which would include Balder and his kids, which is a lot, actually. Oof. Alright, so Phase 2. Wow. Face in the ice. If you're not fighting dirty, you're not fighting. I mean, Thor, just looking at the guy, he is head and shoulders above Kratos, who's not a tiny guy. So he throws his axe, which comes back. He's got some grapples that you have to look out for, and then kicks, plus all the lightning and thunder. Man, just picks you up and throws you like a rag doll. But look at that, Kratos stopping Mjolnir mid-flight, which should be impossible for anyone but Thor. Thor should be the only one that can pick it up. Oof, that's rough. Oh no, I say when we're done. Wow. Some old school shock pads. Alright, so if you double tap the dodge, then you roll away, and it's a bigger leap to the side or front or back than if you just tap it once. Man, he moves fast for a big guy. I'll tell you that much. Ooh, I timed that good, and I needed to. Ooh, there he is. Get him. And he recovers. Yeah, look at that. It's like he's the adult and you're the 4-year-old kid. Just the size difference. Nice. The axe is able to hold off Mjolnir. Poor Modi being disrespected even after he's dead. Wow. Frozen lightning. Feels familiar. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, all the statues of Thor and whatnot is this big, like, well, you know, I mean, Chris Hemsworth looking guy. And instead you got this, like, greasy, almost grubby looking, you know, the tavern, the local who frequents the tavern, you know, the guy that's always there at noon. I mean, that's what he looks like. But he is a brute. Clever won't beat me. He's got eyes in the back of his head. Man. This is a rough fight through multiple phases. But we'll get him. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
I see why my sons fell to you. Even this lesser version of you. But I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him. There he is. There's the god of war. Consider your blood debt paid. Be seeing ya.
Told you he'd make it.
Kratos! It's Sindri and Brock. That was quite a fight. Can we...
Oh, now! Odin is with Atreus.
Oh, no. I'll go get a gateway ready.
Come on, then. Ain't a long walk.
Must check on Atreus.
Well, good to see you making new friends. Ain't that Mjolnir pack a punch? You know we made that hammer, right?
You have mentioned it.
I know that. Wasn't ever sure you were listening. Least it was good to see the axe hold her own. Kind of the point, after all.
All set. This'll get you home.
Hey, one last thing there, Tiny. If you got Aesir at your door, then I reckon your protection stave's busted. Once you chase Odin off, you got another place to lay your head tonight? And I don't mean that talking, though.
We will not abandon my home.
Oh, yeah? And what's to stop the all-fucker from spying on you? Or Raven pecking your house to splinters while you're asleep there? Nothing, that's what. You go get your boy, and I'll speak to a certain someone about putting you up at his place in a pinch.
Brother! I was about to look for you.
Are you hurt?
Are you?
What does he want?
To, pay for the roof. And he invited me to Asgard.
Did he? I couldn't hear once he went outside.
I told him no. Obviously.
Good. Why were you searching for Tyr?
If I told you I was looking for him, you would have said not to.
So you hid the truth. From me.
I wanted to tell you. I really did, but now that you know, there's something you should see.
No.
Just trust me, you'll want to.
Trust! You have broken my trust.
Then let me regain it. Let me show you what I found. Besides, we haven't seen the last of Odin. Or Thor. And clearly they can just walk in and blast holes in our home whenever they want. There's only one way to get them off our backs. And I think I know how. Sir.
Show me. Gather your things. Are you ready? Go.
And keep the change, you bastard!